Well, hello again. This is Pastor Brian Anderson of the Bridge Church. I'm bringing you another biblical devotion. Today it's from Genesis chapter 11, which is the story of the Tower of Babel. And in this story, we see another expression of the fall of man. And I say that because back in chapter 9, verse 1 of Genesis, it says that God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." And then in verse 7, again, "As for you, be fruitful and multiply, populate the earth abundantly and multiply in it." So God's command was to be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. But the people in the Tower of Babel had a different idea. In chapter 11, verse 4, they said, "Come, let us build for ourselves a city and a tower whose top will reach into heaven, and let us make for ourselves a name. Otherwise, we will be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." They didn't want to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. They wanted to remain in one place. So they were defying the command of God. So who's going to win? God or his creatures? Of course, we know the answer. It reminds me of the father who has a little boy and he gives him peas for dinner, and the little boy refuses to eat his peas. And so the father puts his little boy to bed hungry. And the next morning, the little boy gets up and the father gives him his peas for breakfast. And until that little boy eats his peas, he's not going to eat anything else. And guess who's going to win that battle? If the father can just stick it out, he's going to win, because the little boy eventually is going to become so hungry that he's going to eat his peas. Well, that's the way it is with God and man. God's going to win. The will of the creature is not going to defeat the will of the Creator. So what God does here is he simply causes the people at the Tower of Babel to start speaking to one another in languages that they can't understand. And since there's no reason to remain in a city where they can't understand the people in that city, they leave. And they're scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. They end up doing the will of God. God wins. So if the Lord has commanded us to do something and we refuse to do it, that is wicked, it's futile, and it's foolish for us to resist. He's going to have his way anyway. How much better is it to submit our will to him immediately and enjoy his blessing and favor now and forever? So my question to you today is there any area in your life in which you are fighting against God? If there is, be wise and surrender today.